the leftists on the court. If the Republicans do not have 51 votes in the Senate, depending on what happens on January 5th, your entire institution is going to be changed because you failed to stand up and enforce the Constitution. It has consequences. It has consequences. I want to mention another point, Sidney Powell, because everybody's piling on Sidney Powell. I don't have to agree with the way a lawyer presents their arguments, and most times, quite frankly, I don't. I don't have to agree with the way Rudy presents arguments, whether it was Ukraine or whatever, or Sidney Powell presents her arguments and so forth and so forth. But why are they trying to destroy her? The Republicans, Chris Christie sits on his fat ass. Why are they trying to destroy her? They're trying to destroy her because of the Michael Flynn case, frankly. That's why. These comments she makes, and I can't even follow them, quite frankly, about China, Cuba, and the communists and so forth. Time will tell. But I'm thinking here, Mr. Badu, is that any more outrageous than the Russia collusion arguments? Where every time you turned around, there was Russia, 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 Russia.
What are you going to do with your old car?
And they tried to remove a president on Russia. And now we know all the senior officials under oath said there was no Russian collusion. They tried to destroy the man over Russia collusion. The FBI was used to try and plant the idea of Russia collusion. The FBI put spies in his campaign. The director of the FBI takes this phony dossier written by a Russian spy, paid for by the Democrats, washed through this organization. This Mark Elias is involved, as a matter of fact. And I can go on and on and on. You know the gory details. Did Sidney Powell do anything like that?
Free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind.
Adam Schiff has never said, show us the evidence. I've got the evidence. Show us the evidence.
Donating is easy, and your vehicle is...
He never had any evidence to show. Hearings, criminal investigations, reporters, everything. Where's the evidence? Where's the evidence? Where? You never heard that. You never heard it ever. And the media were perfectly happy with that. In fact, they kept promoting the idea of Russia collusion. They haven't missed a beat. They haven't missed a beat. Now, when they are presented with evidence, like mounds and mounds of evidence involving the Biden family and Hunter Biden, you actually have a laptop, you have a hard drive, you got the boy's signature, you have a witness, you have emails, texts, you got it all. It's all right there. And what did they do? Ignored it. Worse. They wanted you to think it was a Russian disinformation campaign. Evidence everywhere. Everywhere. You had a witness come forward with a real name and a stellar background, a hero, who they pretended didn't even exist.
I'm Karen, owner of Lone Star Transfer.
And the Washington Post and the New York Times and all the media outlets didn't want to follow up on any of the mounds of evidence that were available to them. A damn hard drive.
Is at the top of your list. Thankfully, we can help. Let us do for you.
Lots of evidence. Tons of evidence.
Our process is done legally.
They didn't care.
And quickly. Lone Star Transfer has a
now it's where's the evidence? Where's the evidence?
With the Better Business Bureau. We are a family-owned business.
The biggest problem right now is that the Trump campaign has not been given a day in court. What happened in Pennsylvania was a disgrace. I don't know if the case will hold up or not. I think a lot of these judges now are watching what's going on, and they don't want to get dragged into all this controversy. I really do. I think that's the problem. Anything goes now. The politicians talking about
At the tone, 2 hours, 45 minutes, Coordinated Universal Time. At the tone, 2 hours, 46 minutes, Coordinated Universal Time. At the tone, 2 hours, 47 minutes.
With a boldness that he never would have had before. The Bible never mentions that he was out doing any work for the Lord before this time. Before what time? Before the time that he was allowed for a time to be blind. To go through. That's something going on. And listen, the very pool that Jesus healed the man to wash the mud from his eyes is the pool of
Hola, prueba, hola. Hola, prueba, 1, 2, 3, hola. 1, 2, 3, probando, hola, 1, 2, 3. Hola, 1, 2, 3, hola. Hola, prueba, 1, 2, 3, hola. Hola, prueba. Hola, prueba, hola. Hola, prueba, hola, 1, 2, 3, hola. Hola, 1, 2, 3, hola. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, hola. 1, 2, 3, hola. 3, hola. Hola, prueba. Hola, 1, 2, 3, hola. Hola, prueba. Hola. 1, 2, 3, hola, prueba. Hola, prueba. Hola. 1, 2, 3, hola. Hola. Hola, prueba. Hola. 1, 2, 3, probando. Hola, 1, 2, 3. Hola, 1, 2, 3. Hola, prueba. Hola, esta es la XC 2 Kilo Lima, Ciudad Acuña, Coahuila, México. Buenos días. Hola, prueba. Hola. Hola, prueba. Hola. 1, 2, 2. Hola. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hola. 1, 2, 3. Hola. Hola, prueba. Esta es la XC 2 Kilo Lima, Ciudad Acuña, Coahuila, en vía de prueba. Hola. Hola, prueba. Hola, prueba. Hola, prueba. Hola, prueba. Hola, prueba. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. Esta es la XC 2 Kilo Lima, Ciudad Acuña, Coahuila, México. Muy buenas noches. Hola, prueba. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aqui, daqui, tá todo mundo lendo, e aí é isso, vamos conseguir, cara. Era tudo assim, na época que tudo era marcado, e de repente uma explosão evoluiu, cara. Quanto tempo isso tá acontecendo?
So that, you know, the seeds from the fruit
Roger, Roger. Yeah, you're coming in pretty good here, about 5 and 5. Jim just went down into the as well, so I don't have a very good copy on Jim either. But I got you here, and as soon as I get the logger up, I'll put you in the log. Roger. Roger, Roger, Roger. We'll get you on there just as soon as I get access to the logger. Thanks for checking. Sure, Alpha Romeo Mike, and back to you, Jim. Okay, I got him on the log, Al. I have him on the log. Roger, Roger. He just popped up. Roger, Roger. Okay, we're looking for early check-ins. Any early check-ins anywhere for the YL system? Give us your call. Looking check-ins. Any check-ins anywhere for the YL system? 40 meter west coast section. Victor Alpha 7, Juliet Sierra Foxtrot. Whiskey 5, Papa Delta Whiskey. Give us a couple of Rogers there, John.
Recuerdo que cuando todos estuvimos en agencia
I've lived through those nightmares while I'm towing my trailer.
Well, I almost got hit yesterday. I was going into town, forgot something, came back, went parked at made a U-turn at the farm, came back on 26, and I just got onto 26, probably a quarter of a mile on it, and there's a straight stretch there where the double solid lock.
All right.
WA6TIL, W1HKS. I'll see what I can come up with. W1HK.
This was the one that was pretty cool in the hospital, but they didn't keep him very long and sent him back home, so I don't really know the full picture there. But that's the first indicator that we've had, if that is indeed the truth. You never know. Sometimes these things get put out of proportion, and maybe it just ends up being the full bag. You never know. Usually there's a lot of stuff they go into this into hibernation until they're sure that they're not going to give it to somebody else. I guess he did it voluntarily.